We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Right there, 54 Mike. All day,
on the ground, Geis. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Trubisky. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. Check.
49, check 49.
Watch the air.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 39. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down.
Jump!
Tighten up. Jim. He's coming. Alert.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At that 18-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 83 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
On 1st down, this is Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready up. 58, Let's go, defense. Our time.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught, and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Ready? Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Echo.
Now Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Mike, 54. You can't block me.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it off for Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On the ground, it's Geis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Me and you all day. All day.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Open man here, Sims complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got you.
Here's Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Check pass. Check pass.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Geis with a carry on second down. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Haskins to throw it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Spot. 18. Big ass. Hey, switch gears. Watch out. Alert. Hey, ball.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And able to find Kirk complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Haskins. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a game of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
I got it. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
They go play action now. Haskins. He's got it at the 15.
We play to win. Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. And his first throw here is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
third down. Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On second down now, it's Love. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check 26, check 26. Check 4, check 4.
And that'll set him back 5. And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set. Put team on it. Put team on it. Squeeze. Switch up. Kill.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Quick down.
Shift.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's pick it up. It's our time.
First carry for Darius Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Time to go. Night.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Set, hut, and read. Against the mic. Watch the curl.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or you're just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Good. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Right here, right here. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check, check. Fresno.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Get up! 180! Right there, you missed. Yep. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Hey, work.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 22-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, now.
Play action. Haskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Watch the screen.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
180! I got him. 56.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
He's scratching. You drop Horford. Check 3. Check 3.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Trubisky will throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, go.
Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. They go play action. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 21. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns down.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
SOS. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Off-play action. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 3rd and short.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hatchet.
Off the play fake. Haskins. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, here's Love. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Letting one go deep. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. Robinson's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On first down, Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 66 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Throwing now. Haskins on first down. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Haskins on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Let's go, D.
They go play action with Haskins. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Hey, one word.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Push him back. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. He's scared.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.